What is going on, guys? This is Knasty 39 here. Welcome back to another episode of the Draft of Glory franchise, episode 32. Last episode, we won another World Series. I think that is our fourth World Series with a team that we have only drafted players that we personally have drafted. We've won 3 of the last 4. Now, we do have some exclusive free agents. Now, if we let them walk, we'll get draft picks. Elmer Castillo, a reliever, had a 3.10 ERA. He wants 8.5. I think it's a fair contract. I'll give him a 2-year deal on that. Beavis. Now, he hit 42 home runs for us. Now, what do we got for outfielders? Do we have like a replacement we can go with them? We have Lance McNally, who actually is 85 overall, who spent last year basically in AAA. He can hit, he can field. I think he's deserving of a spot. We have Papas Valenzuela, who unfortunately hasn't really put together a great offensive year that I was hoping for. He does play solid defense. He can run. We do have Papas, who can run. Some good options, but Beavis is really like... we have Reyes, who can hit, but Beavis has that power. That 42 power is no joke, but how much money does he want? Does he want like $30 million a year? 19? I'll do a 3-year with a player option. And I'll give him a qualifying offer just in case he doesn't accept it. Vinny, he should be pretty cheap. He's 37 years old. He doesn't have Hall of Fame numbers, but he's had a very good career for us. Should be like $8 million a year, $5 million a year. Let's do a 1-year deal. Bring it up to 6. Elvis Campillo has a career 3.83 ERA. He's been really solid for us. He's only an 83 overall C potential, but potential's not the only most important thing. Good walks per 9 is important. Should be pretty cheap. I don't want to go 5. I'll go 3 years, but I'll give him a little bit more money. There we go. Dante Sargent, I'm going to let walk. He's pretty bad now. He wants $7 million. I'm just going to let him walk. Sean Vasquez, a shortstop, hit 255 with 15 home runs, but he can play short and third. He wants $6 million. I'll probably let him walk too. We have Castilla, 39 years old. I'm going to let him walk. Leo Rodriguez as a catching option. He's 37. $500,000. That's fine. Eli, we'll keep Eli around. Man, he wants 2 years. We'll go 1 year at a time. But Castillo, I'm going to just let walk. Now, we're going to let Sargent and Vasquez go. Do we have guys to play there? Maccabee's at first. Diaz is our DH. Vila's our second baseman. And shortstop is going to be, Medina? No, because Medina's up for arbitration. Gaston's available. We have some options. And we can always put, I think Thayer can play, and he can't play short. Vila can play short, but not good. But we'll keep Medina around. I think that's the guy we'll keep. And we also have Gaston if we want to use him. All right, so that's it for exclusive free agents. There's already been a trade, but I don't care. Let's see who signed. So we are waiting on Castillo. I'm going to give him a qualifying offer just in case. But we did sign Beavis, we did sign Vinny, we did sign Campillo, Leo, and Eli. So let's go one more day. And see, did Castillo sign the deal? He has not yet. We do have good options in the bullpen, but let's take a look at arbitration. We got 2 guys, Papas and Medina. So I'm going to give them both, just take them to the free agents. $4.6 million a year for Papas. Will I use them? Maybe. Their injuries are on in this franchise, so that is important from arbitration. And Medina at short. Hopefully he can have a bounce-back year. Well, no, he wasn't bad. 18 home runs. Kind of wish a little bit more average. But how many years till he's a free agent? 3 years. So like a 3-year deal I think makes sense. That's $5 million a year. I think that's not bad at all for a shortstop. And we'll give him arbitration. So we'll get that taken care of. So let's go to tender contracts. Now we got Juan Bruno, 87 overall. He's 29 years old. He's not young. 99 on the hits per 9. Hasn't pitched great yet, but I'll probably just give him that 4-year deal in the bullpen. And that way we just have him until he's a free agent. Lance McNally, he's 31 years old. We'll do that 1-year super cheap deal just because I don't know what's going on. He's a good overall. We just we're kind of full there, and I don't want to lose Beavis. The rest of these guys, I'm just going to sign them, and then we'll move forward. Not much to do in the offseason, but we'll finish what needs to be done, and then we'll go to the regular season, see how we do. Okay, so those offers were made. Now, there are some guys we could lose in the Rule 5 draft, so let's add them to the 40-man roster. So Art Heinlein, good contact, good durability, good fielding, actually a really good player. 79 overall, 25 years old. We have a lot of just good outfielders, but not great outfielders. Eric Clark, a starter. a closer, Schaefer, a shortstop. Okay, let's get those. So a closer and Schaefer. We have a lot of closers. We don't need to draft any closers in the next draft. Look at all these closers. Catchers, we really don't need to draft. We got some good ones. Lloyd Bain is currently our catcher. We have some young guys too. First base, we have some young guys. Second base, I think we need some third baseman. We do have Montano, but he's already 25. We'll see if he's any good. We don't really have many shortstops, so that's really what we need to draft in this upcoming next draft we have. Who's the guy I'm missing? Oh, Eric Clark. That was it. And starters, we have a lot of good, solid starters. So, let's see. Where is Eric Clark? There he is. Add to the 40-man. I think we should be good. Now, the only thing I'm waiting on is in free agency. Where is Castillo? Let's just make sure he signs with us. And then after that, we're pretty much done with the offseason. All right. I have not seen him yet, which means he probably signed with us. Let's just double check. There he is. So he signed with us. So the offseason is basically done. So I will see you guys in spring training. All right, so here's our lineup. We got Vila at second base, who had a great rookie year, hit .313 with over 400 on base. He's leading off. Eric Diaz, Berlin's DH, Maccabee, Beavis, Medina at short. Andy Thayer, who's a second baseman by trait, can play third, doesn't have the best arm or fielding, but we don't have many third base options. He should hit, he should get on base, he should steal bases. Valenzuela and setter Lloyd Bain is the catcher. We do have Papas and McNally on the bench, but I want Valenzuela to get one more chance at it. If he struggles, we'll go with Papas or McNally. And pitching, we got McIntyre, Tino, Bayer, Vinny Wiseman, and Campillo. Santiago Ramirez is 75 overall, only 21 years old. Great hits and walks per 9. He should be a superstar, I think, in this. He's going to be our long man. We got Bruno, Mejia, Moya, Casilla, Magno. We're going to call up Yamamoto. The computer sent him down, so we have to wait a few days. We'll call him up. Now, if you want to see, prove that this team is all players that we have drafted, there's the proof. Every episode, we've drafted them all. Now, take a look at the Major League team. I just want to see where we got any late round gems. So Jeff McIntyre has been a great pitcher for us for 5 years, or really good. We got him in the 6th round. Where are some other late round gems? Where did we get Chet Magradal? Was a 3rd round pick. He's been really good. Let's see. Andy Thayer was a 2nd round pick. Miguel Vila was a 4th round pick after. Did he get Rookie of the Year last year? I can't remember. Maccabee was a 1st round pick. Santiago Ramirez was a 3rd round pick. That's a great 3rd round pick. So let's get into the season. Obviously, once these guys clear waivers, I am going to make a couple. Oh, can't do trades anyway. But I need to call up. Even though it's only like a 70-something overall, he's a 69 now. He's been so freaking good. And I do want to call up Valenzuela, keep him in the majors. So we do have to call somebody down. Probably another reliever. So I'm going to probably call down Bo. How did he pitch last year? 4, 5, 6. Any other relievers we could call down? Let's take a look. No, that's probably... And the lineup, I guess I'll send down... Well, Gaston can play short and second, but we need those guys. Eli can play first, and that's it. Papas can play all the outfield. Same with McNally. I'm going to send down Bo, I guess, for now. He'll probably get called back up. And he has options. All right, so let's get into the season. And like I said, when we get to the draft, I think we need some shortstops and some second baseman or third baseman. And they already, did they screw up the lineup already? No, they didn't. Okay. Vila's out just for a few days. That's fine. But, yeah, okay. Place him on the bench, and we'll fix that ourselves. I forgot how annoying injuries can be. But this one's a quick, easy fix. And I am really hoping that we can win our 3rd straight and be like a true dynasty, which is pretty remarkable when we only have players that we have drafted. That just, when you think about it, it's pretty remarkable. Thayer's out for 1 to 2 weeks. There's our 3rd baseman. Now, if you take a look at what I didn't do this. We're ranked currently 1st. It's so incredible, like I said, that you have to draft kind of based off need. And if you take a look at top prospects, I don't think we have many. That's one thing I've noticed. We never had the top prospects, but we always have players that I like. Art Heinlein, who's 25 years old, B potential. He is another outfielder. We have so many outfielders. That's one thing we don't need to draft. And this Montano guy is 35, 23rd, but 25 years old. I'm actually going to call him up to play. Lee Nam is the closer that we have, 81 overall. He'll probably get called up if there's injuries or struggles. Kendrick Burnett is a catcher who looks promising. He's at 30. We have a lot of good, actually, options. Now, with Thayer hurt, we do need to call up someone. So, I am going to call up Montano. He's not the best overall, but you know what? He is at A potential, and that potential is a 90. So, it's the lowest A, but it's still an A. He's going to come in and play third. Let's give him a chance to play third base for like a week or two. And if he hits, then we know we got something maybe. If he struggles, then I don't know. I don't know. Andy Thayer is back. We're 3.5 out of first. They have Eli playing third. That's actually funny. And they screwed up our whole entire lineup. So let me fix that, and then we'll continue on with the season. All right, got that fixed. Now let's continue the season. I just realized I have injuries for all players on, not just major leaguers. I don't care about the minor. I mean, I care about the minor league injuries to an extent, but not that much in this. We're 12-10, not to the hottest start, but we can turn that around. Tino's out for 2 to 3 months. Jeez, Ramirez has been great, so he's just gonna sub right into the rotation. Our rotation's been pretty good. Like Vinny's been really good. Cam Byer's been amazing. So our rotation's been pretty solid. Come on, Andy, stay healthy for me. Let's place him on the bench and let's fix that. But come on, Andy, if you're gonna keep getting injured, I am just gonna. I can't just move on from you, but you're making me not love you. You're not hitting outstanding. Berlin, though, only 5 home runs. Diaz has been amazing, though. So, Eric Diaz, that was a great draft pick. A lot of really good draft picks we have, which I just love about this is these guys that we have drafted, they're all homegrown. But right now, this season, I don't know, we may miss the playoffs. Okay, now we're starting to win. Pedro Vilas, I just saw was in that trade. We're not going to do any trades. All right, we're at the draft. We're 33-28, 5.5 out of the division. Wild card. We are the number 2 wild card team. So we got that. Let's just real quick take a look. What do I want? I don't feel like we need starters. We don't need closers. I don't really need catchers. Maybe don't really need second baseman. Third baseman, definitely. Shortstop, definitely. But obviously draft best available. But if there's a tie, go with that. We have the 29th pick in round 1. 24th pick in round 2, competitive balance round B, and then the 29th pick moving forward. So, I mean, we're not going to have a high pick. If we get anything of B potential or players something like that, I won't be upset at all. Obviously, no blue chippers where we're drafting. There is a starter. Looks okay, not great. A closer. We don't need closers. Another starter. Nothing crazy on those per 9s that I love. A second baseman is a project who's only 22. What was these other guys that were kind of scattered? Closer, a center fielder who's 18 but a project. I'll probably just take him. He looks to be the best option. And this franchise will keep going until we have someone who we draft and makes the Hall of Fame. If this franchise goes 130 episodes, it's going that long. Let's see. Not a whole lot of options. Our scouts didn't do an amazing job. I'll probably just take this starter. Just take a starter, I guess. Competitive. Oh, we had another extra pick I didn't even know about. Probably the closer. I'll take the second baseman who's a project, Bruce Warren. I don't love it, but unfortunately we're kind of stuck with what we have. Now, I might take a guy with a 75 potential or something like that. There is this closer, Derek Nose. But there's a shortstop who's a project. Good fielding shortstop. So, I mean, I think that's okay. I'd rather have that. It was a project, but a potential shortstop than another closer. Now, the closer may have a high potential, and we still got him, so I'm happy. This draft, I don't think we've had a great one, so I don't know. We'll see. Probably just take some shots in the dark to finish off the draft. Yeah, there's a starter. Harrison Fior and Kevin Luke. Luke, I don't love his per 9s. I don't love either of their per 9s. The rest of these are relievers. I'm going to take the younger of the two. And the Cubs took that Fior guy, so I'll see if that guy's any good. Watch him have like 95 potential. That'd be hilarious. And we'll just take this guy, whatever. So let's see how we did in the draft. Hopefully we had a good one. Somehow we had not a bad one. Our last pick is an 85 potential, which is hilarious. But anyway, so Freddie Garcia, that center fielder, he's a project. 86 potential, not awful, but not bad. We'll just let him marinate in the system. He's only 18. This starter, only a 56 overall, 21 years old, does have an 83 potential, but nothing crazy there. Bruce Warren, the second baseman, a project, 22 years old, only an 81 potential. This shortstop should be an above-average fielder, but unfortunately, I don't know if the bat will ever develop. 76 potential. Nos, that's closer, 81 potential, just another closer in the list. Kevin Luke only had a 75 potential, shot in the dark. But this closer was a shot in the dark, has 85 potential. That's not bad. David Busher. Now, let's go to the Cubs, because there's that one pick at the end of it. Did we screw up? He has 88 potential. Are you effing kidding me? I knew it. I freaking knew it. He looks like Mills, too. I'm not sure if you saw that. All right. Keep the season going. That's annoying. Just complete shot in the dark. We just want to gain 19-0. That's pretty nice. And we're starting to play a little better ball now. Obviously, we're not going to do a trade, Cincinnati. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? All right, Tino's back. Question is, Ramirez has been amazing. I'm going to put Campillo as a long man. Ramirez has earned a spot in the rotation at 2.45 ERA. He's been downright amazing. The bullpen actually has been... Yamamoto's actually struggling, but everyone else has been great. Standings, we're still in third place, but we're right there. But you might have another Rookie of the Year. Pedro Villa's got trade. Oh, that's not our Pedro Villas. I'm thinking of someone else. Pedro Medina. Villa's out for 2 to 3 months with a broken ankle. All right, how is he doing this year? I don't care. 303 with 12 home runs. He's having a great year. He had more home runs than he did last year. His potential's going up. He's now a B potential. And Lee Nam, who's one of our better prospects, he got hurt. So we need a new second baseman. We'll call up. He's been struggling, but I'll call him up just to have another body because he's going to probably come into the lineup. I will put Villalona in, but I'm going to have Thayer lead off. Well, he hasn't really been hitting either. But he's better, so I'm going to just sub those out. And then, we're at the, we are at the All-Star break, basically. So, that's who made the All-Star team. And I bet you, I wonder if the rookie did. Because I think last year, take a look at last year's Rookie of the Year. If I remember right. No, he didn't get it last year. He's not even leading in the case for... Anyway, let's take a look at who made the All-Star team. There are no starters from us. I'm kind of surprised by that. No relievers. Miguel Bourborn, I think, was a former player of ours. No, he was not. I always think he was. Montoya, was he one? Nope, always in Minnesota. Elmer Castillo made it. 2.01 ERA. He's been outstanding. No catchers. Eric Diaz in 322 with 22 home runs made it. Wow. Tommy Berlin did not make it. Yeah, we never had Pedro Villas, yeah. And no one else. Let's take a look at the National League. Any familiar names? Maybe some closers. I don't think so. Rich Taylor, I don't think we had. No. Blanco, I don't think we ever had. No. No catchers. No first. I don't think we had Mud. Yeah, we didn't have Mud. I don't think we have any really familiar names. No. All right. Well, where are we standing wise? We're still 3.5 out of first. I bet you by the trade deadline, we will be in first place. I'm calling it. Be listed out for 1 to 2 months. That is a big loss, though, missing him, because he was really good. And I don't think we're going to be in first place by the trade deadline. We're 4.5 out of first. Now, we can't make any trades. We are the number 2 wildcard team, so we do have that going for us. Question is, Berlin only hit 271 with 13 home runs. McAbee's been good. Beavis has been good. Medina's really struggled, but we just don't have options at shortstop in the system. Villanova's actually been all right since we called them up. Valenzuela's been terrible. Papas hasn't been great either. McNally's going in there. He's our new center fielder. We're going to do that. Where is Valenzuela? There he is. Sorry, man. You're hitting, 200? Do have 10 home runs, which is nice. But, yeah, you're hitting 200. Can't keep that on the team. Lloyd Bain at catcher's been fine. But hopefully that little move will help us stimulate offense, and we lose 1-0. We haven't won a game since. All right, we got to get hot and stay healthy. Vila should be back soon. All right, he's not back yet. Gamma's up for a few days. Utilize with him. I don't think we're going to make the playoffs this year. We're 71-67. 10 out of first now. Jeez. Game and a half out of the wildcard. We still have a chance. I do want Vila back, though. He is back. Perfect. So let me fix the lineup. Put him back in there. Villalova wasn't awful, but not great. But not like Vila, who's a 300 hitter. Want that lineup back. Want that bat back in this lineup. He was a great find where we got him. Like freaking 300 hitter every year so far. Can't ask for much more. So let's put him back in there. He doesn't play great defense, but gets on base. So we need to get hot. Ramirez has kind of struggled a little bit, but he's still having a very good year. Vinny is struggling, but I think we're going to get him. We're a game and a half out of the wild card. Let's go through this. Let's go to this break here, see where we are. Okay, we just lost 4 in a row. This is not looking good. Come on, we gotta. Okay, so we're 79-70. We're in last place in our division, which just shows how tough our division is. We're 4 out of the wild card. Tigers and the White Sox are both ahead of us, and the Twins. It's literally the whole Central. The Central's so tough. Tigers, White Sox, Twins. Well, it's really the Tigers, White Sox, Minnesota, and the White Sox. All right, so we gotta win out. And I think we missed. We went 81-81, and we missed the playoffs for the first time, and I don't know how long. We were actually worse in the division. But we were the number 1 ranked team. In terms of run differential, we were better than the Tigers. Better than everyone except for the Indians. Jeez, well, there goes our run of making the playoffs. So McIntyre had a very good year. Santiago Ramirez is a very good bright spot on the down year. 3.61 ERA for a 21-year-old rookie. Bayer pitched great. 3.19 ERA, that's very good. Vinny did struggle. He is, 37 years old. Tino was all right, did get hurt. Bruno was really good. Moy was really good. Castillo was really good. Yamamoto did kind of struggle. Our bullpen was great. It must have just been our lineup. Vila, him missing time hurt. Diaz. Berlin he was still very good. He hit 275 with 29 home runs, but he's not the guy winning Triple Crowns. We don't have that guy anymore. Maccabee, 280, 21 home runs. That was definitely a down year for him. Last year he hit 301 with 37 home runs. That's a huge difference. Beavis went from 49 home runs to 28. Medina did struggle at short. Thayer at third wasn't much. McNally did help once he started. So I think the lineup was really what hurt us. Did we get any awards? Let's see. Nothing yet. Batting title, nope. Reliever. Guzman, I don't think was a former player of ours. Winston was not. Rookie of the year, we did not get that. Did we get any awards? Did the Royals get any? Oh, there we go. Berlin got Silver Slugger at DH. I forgot. That's the Lifetime Achievement Award. Let's see who made. I'll take a look at top prospects. Do we have anyone kind of rise up? Heinlein is now a 78 overall. I might have to put him as our center fielder. I don't know, moving forward. Good durability, good fielding, good contact, good speed. Not a bad option at all. Lee Nam is up to 20. 83 overall. I think we have to find a spot for him. Burnett, the catcher. He's now a 70 overall. He improved a ton with the bat. Probably one more year away. Montano, we did call him up. He's now a B potential, 70 overall. Anyone else? That's it. So let's see who wins the World Series and see if anyone made the Hall of Fame. Because someone made the Hall of Fame. This was the last episode. The Twins defeat the Cubs. Let's see. Anyone make the Hall of Fame? View retired players. Okay, this could be the end. Eli has retired. He finished with 486 career home runs. 2,349 career hits. Remember how bad he was? Look at his averages early on in his career. In 2022, 232, 223, 194. I mean, these years, too, he wasn't really hitting for much power. I mean, 1 year, actually, not bad. 1 year he only hit 15, but he was like 30 home runs. But then he started hitting for average. He hit 275, then he hit 300, and then 289. He was like a 280 hitter consistently with some power. He had a very good career. His WAR was only 18. So, I mean, realistically, probably not a Hall of Famer. But for us, an integral part of this franchise. 20 years of MLB service. And Yamamoto retired. He was a starter. I changed him to a reliever. Because in our system, I need to go through that too. Find starters with low stamina, make them relievers. So we didn't have any lefty relievers, so I made this guy a reliever. His finished with a career ERA of 2.86. Like, that's really good. I mean, every year, low twos ERA once we made him a reliever. And he pitched a lot of innings because he had the stamina still. So that was a great move. And then Kendall, I don't care about this guy. So, let's see if anyone else retired. Kyler Murray retired. That's kind of funny. Kyler Murray retired. Bo Bichette. I wonder if Bo Bichette's going to be a Hall of Famer in this. 252 home runs, probably not with that. Diaz, I don't think was one of ours. Nope. I just want to see any familiar names. I know you guys will probably tell me, oh, you missed this person, because I fly through this pretty fast. Bo Chambers retired, the guy that we could have drafted and we didn't. Bo Cox was a reliever of ours. Nope, I'm thinking of someone else. I thought I had a Bo Cox who's a lefty reliever. Any other names? I don't want to go through all of these. I wish I could sort. Mackenzie Gore retired at 43. All right, who made the Hall of Fame? It's over. Well, I did not think he was going to make the Hall of Fame, but he did. And that will conclude, unless I get a lot of change. I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to this in the future. I don't know. We would do this until we had a Hall of Famer. Eli was the Hall of Famer. I didn't think he'd get it, but 486 career home runs got him there. Kind of like Fred McGriff, kind of. But unlike Fred McGriff, he played with one team his whole career. Didn't play with a bunch of difference. But this is it. It's over. We got a Hall of Famer. If you guys enjoy this, please drop a like. This is a fun series to do. I might come back to it or maybe do another one like this in the future. If you did enjoy this, drop a like, sub if you're new. I'll talk to y'all later. Take it easy. Peace.